Okay, what will you do this week? Well, this week we are going to kind of get an introduction into geology and environmental geology in particular. And so we're going to look at a varied amount of things. And so remember from the video that I made for you that kind of did an overview of the course in the lecture portion, you'll have 4 things to complete. And so for this week, we're going to just look at this article on Introduction to Environmental Geology so we can get a handle on what that is and how that's different from, let's say, physical geology. And of course, there's other forms. There's geophysics, and there's hydrology, and there's mineralogy, all those kind of things. So we want to kind of understand what environmental geology means. And so that's really all you're going to have to do for this week's kind of main lecture quiz is go through that article. So typically, and in the future, most of the lecture material will be a PowerPoint and a video of a voiceover of that, and you'll kind of go through that for the main content. But for this week, just wanted you to kind of, take it a little easy. We'll just go through this article, kind of understand environmental geology. There is an article that I'm going to have you look at, and for that, you're going to jump to this Arizona Geological Survey page. And when you go to the main page and scroll down, you're going to see these 9 kind of hazards that they're identifying in Arizona. And so you'll want to click each one and then just read through the content that is on this main page, right? So just that little bit right there. No other links. You don't have to go anywhere else. It's just like an overview page, and I just want you to get an overview of the hazards that are being studied by the Arizona Geological Survey and things like that. So go through that, and then, of course, you can go ahead and take that article quiz. For the video, because, there's other courses that are intro. This is considered an intro course. The other intro course we offer is a physical geology, which is kind of more of the nuts and bolts. In this class, what we're going to do, we're going to take the nuts and bolts that you would have learned in 101 and squish them down, kind of cram them in the first third of the course, so that then we can talk more about all these hazards and go much more in depth into hazards, which we don't do in physical. But we need some of that background in order to evaluate the hazards, right? And so this video is a big overview. It is basically how did the Earth get. So if we're going to start somewhere, we might as well start from the very beginning, and that is how the Earth was made, and that's what we're going to watch for our video. And so what it'll do is the link should take you to the MCC library, and then you may have to log in with your MEID and password. And so you can go ahead and do that, and you should have access to the video. So you can watch the video, and then you can take the quiz over that. And then for the homework assignment, I'm going to have you look at that online book that I mentioned in the overview video from the course. I'm going to link you to that first chapter, which is Understanding Science. So it's a general science overview. So once again, we're just kind of working our way slowly into this. What is science? How does science work? That's kind of what I want from you for this homework assignment. Remember, this is an untimed quiz, even though it's in a quiz format in Canvas. So you can open let's see, I think I have it here. You open this is the chapter here. You can open the chapter, and then, of course, you can open the, oh gosh, where am I? You can open sorry about that. You can open the quiz, and then you can just kind of read through the article and answer. And then when you're comfortable with all those answers, you can just go ahead and submit it. And so that's the 4 things that you'll need to do for the lecture portion. And then remember, we do have a lab that you'll need to do. And so for the lab portion, you can start here, of course, and it's just going to tell you, what to expect for the lab. For this one, we're going to focus on using that Google Earth program I talked about. And then there is a video that talks about how to do the lab. So each of the labs will also have a video that walks through what you should expect from the lab. So, this one we're doing now is the lecture, but it kind of covers a little bit of everything we're doing the week. So remember, once you start the lab, there's no time limit. You just work your way, we can preview it really fast if you'd like. You're just going to work your way answering the questions. Some of this is just general math stuff, and some of this is the Google Earth stuff. And so you're just going to go through and answer the questions. When you're done, you can hit submit. You'll get a score, and you can redo this if you'd like to improve your score. And then once you're done, you will go ahead and take the quiz, which is right after the lab and is sitting right here. This is a timed event, right? So basically it's to make sure that you actually understood what you did in lab. And so that's all you're doing this week. So intro stuff, really kind of an overview of science and this type of geology and all that kind of stuff, just to get us going, and a little intro into the Google Earth program that we like to use throughout the semester. So as always, if you have any questions or concerns, comments, whatever's going on and you need some help with it, please don't hesitate to contact me. And remember, the best way is through this inbox link here in Canvas.